Hello everybody, I'm Serta and welcome back to Planet Crafter. We have a new update on the development branch. It is 9.002 and the first thing you're going to see is this warning that they've changed the save file. They've changed how the save file works, so get a backup if you're going to play this version, just to be safe. But there is a whole lot of stuff to get into, so let's get stuck in. So the first thing we're going to look at is the new game modes, and if we press play and we go to new game, we now have, let's see, where is it? Intense, relax, okay, those are all, oh, hang on, creative mode. So you can build without limits. That's pretty cool. Custom game settings, game mode standard, landing site. They've added a new landing site at the waterfall. So basically you can unlock all technologies. You can unlock everything from the beginning, free build, drones, ore extractors, space trading, unlocked teleporters. So yeah, there's a whole lot of settings that you can add to really get a creative start. So I suppose for guys who have played through a few times like me, maybe this would be fun to take on a new map with everything unlocked. You can even slow down your death. You can increase the meteor events. You can reduce power consumption or increase it, make the game as hard as you like. So lots of customizations for new saves. All right, we're back in my old playthrough save, and there is a new machine called an optimizer. And the optimizer uses explosive powder, uranium rods, iron, cobalt. Now, bear in mind, this may change, but the optimizer is there. Let's build one. Now what you want to do with the optimizer is you want to put it somewhere near a lot of machines. So, oh hello. Well, I'll have to let this pass. Alright, so the storm has passed. I've put a little power interface over here, and our production is 128,591. Okay, so we'll try and remember that number. Now there's a whole bunch of because apparently the optimizer boosts a few things. So let's go through the list. It increases the terraformation values of close by machines. It increases energy generation of nearby energy generators. It increases productivity of close by machines that generate something, for example, ores, water collectors, gas extractors, and so on. So you can use this as a booster. So how big is this thing? We'll put it near the middle. Alright, so this doesn't work all on its own. It needs something, and that thing is a fuse. Now, apparently you'll be able to find fuses. I think I've pretty much emptied all the cases on this planet, so it's unlikely that I'm going to find fuses, but they can be bought. Now, I'm assuming that they can be bought via the trade rockets. Right, so we're at the space trading rocket. Let's have a look at what we've got. Okay, pressure multiplier fuse, heat multiplier fuse, plant multiplier fuse, oxygen multiplier fuse. And then down at the bottom there are production multiplier fuses and energy multiplier. Okay, so there's an individual fuse for different types of machines. So this is a little bit like the rockets. So if you put these near a whole bunch of drills, for example, the pressure will be increased by 2,500%. No, wait, I lie, sorry. Yes, 2,500%. So 25 times. That's pretty good. Same with the heat plants and oxygen. Yeah, you're going to land up with quite a few of them, and they're quite expensive, because if you're going to do plants, you don't have all your tree spreaders all in one place. Production multiplier, so we're going to do the energy multiplier, and those are really expensive. I suppose because they assume we're going to have lots of energy machines close to each other. So let's get, I'll just get 2 of those. No, I don't need 2, I'll get 1. I'll get a production one as well. And then we'll launch the trade rocket, and we will wait for it to return. So while we're waiting for the trade rocket to return, we have a new resource. And it has changed the way fusion energy cells are made. That resource is Obsidian. It's not available in the game as yet. Obviously, this is a development branch, so there's still work being done. But Obsidian is coming to the game, so we'll have a new resource to play with. I don't know what other recipes are going to change. At this stage, I know that the fusion energy cell has been changed according to their changelogs. Okay, the devs have listened. There are 2 new unlockable blueprint microchips. The first one is a map microchip, and the next one is interior walls. Okay, our interior walls, let's take a look at them. There we go. Now, there were a lot of places where I was building before I changed my style to accommodate the fact that there were no internal walls. I don't think that you'll be able to build them inside these bigger rooms. Let's give it a shot. No, we can't. So I think you'll probably be able to build them between structures. So let's see. Yep, there we go. And that's the wall. And that's the other side of the wall. All right, pretty neat. And then the map, let's see, probably in there. Oh, there you go. Okay, so you need obsidian for that. And 2 aluminium. Now, obsidian doesn't exist yet, so we can't make the map microchip. But once you make it, you equip it, and then you'd press M, and you would have a map on you, which is quite nice. All right, there have been a bunch of other quality of life changes. For example, when you go off a cliff. Now, before I do this, I want to just check something, see if we can cross small gaps. We can actually cross small gaps with a jetpack now. And the reason for that is because they reduce the fall speed when you are coming in from a height, so you don't just drop. That's quite nice. That it feels much better. They've also added accessibility key information about quick rotation, chain craft, chain build. I have no idea where that is. I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the controls in the game, but I'm sure that info will become more clear as time goes by. Alright, so in various places there's deathly fog, especially when you are playing through the lore and you're going into the caves. There won't be any consequences, no more negative consequences if you do fall into that fog. And even for the hardcore players, you won't lose your save if you fall into that, so that's not an issue. The glass has been made more transparent. To be honest, I don't really remember. Oh, okay, I can see it now. Alright, so that looks pretty nice actually. More transparent and maybe a little more blue. Maybe not. And there have been a whole bunch of language fixes as well. What they've done is they've increased the performance, especially at maximum graphic settings. Like I am currently at maximum and it is extremely smooth. They've updated the Unity engine that was showcased in a previous video, but it seems even better now. It's very, very smooth. Alright, our rocket is back. So let's open that up and we'll take the 2 fuses. Okay, so if we look at the tooltip, that energy is 1485. So if we open this, and that's the power energy multiplier right there. Okay, so the perimeter is 50 meters. It's only optimizing 5 machines. Which 5? Okay, so it can only optimize a certain number of machines. So that's something to bear in mind. But as you can see, tooltips have also been improved. That was one of the patch notes. And okay, so it's these machines. What are we doing now? 3,712. So it's a 250% increase on each machine that it's... Okay, alright. Alright, there will obviously be improvements, but it's doing 2 on each side of it over there, and those 3. So it's doing 2 on this side and 3 on that side. And they've been increased from, let's have a look at a normal one, 1,485 to 3,712. That is pretty enormous, but it only does a limited number of machines, so that's something to bear in mind. And it's pushed up our kilowatts a lot. Alright, so for a quick boost on energy or production, that's what you can use. And it seems like you're going to be building quite a few of them. Just once again, the recipe, 2 explosive powder, uranium rod, iron 2, and cobalt. Okay folks, so the October update is obviously coming. They're working on it. Lots of new stuff. A new resource, new machine, lots of improvements. This is looking good for the final release, which shouldn't be too far away either. So if you've enjoyed this video, give us a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. Leave me your comments. Let me know what you think of this update and the potential of this game into the future. I thoroughly enjoy this game. I've made so many videos on it. But thank you for joining me, and until next time, cheers!